it's Jessica, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Aesthetica contour kit. Now, this is something I found on HauteLook, and it was like under $20 on there. And if you don't know what HauteLook is, it's just a flash sale site where they've got clothes and makeup, but the events that are on there and the things they're selling are only on there for a few days and then they're gone for a while. So you kind of got to snatch it up while it's on there, but usually the things that are on there kind of cycle around and they go back up. So hopefully this will be back on there. I was also told by a lot of you guys when I hauled this that they have this on Groupon for $18.99, but I just checked today and it's no longer available. However, again, Groupon, they kind of cycle through and usually they go back on. On the Aesthetica website, this is $60, which is ridiculous. However, on Amazon, it's $29.95, so that's a lot more reasonable, and it's Prime and everything, so you can get free shipping. So this has been compared, at least by me, to the Anastasia contour kit in the light to medium shade, which is their most popular one. Now the Anastasia one is $40. This one is $20 to $30, depending on where you buy it. And these are the exact same shades in the Anastasia kit. I cannot stress that enough. I will put up a comparison photo right now. You'll notice they are exactly the same. But let's go into the nitty-gritty of, whether or not these wear the same and if they're any good. To show you up close to these shades, we've got this matte one in the top left corner that's kind of a nice like vanilla color. Then in the middle of the top, there's this yellow tinted one that I use a lot to set my under eye because it is just perfect, a perfect shade to offset any blue coloring underneath your eyes. And it kind of reminds me of a pressed powder version of the Ben Nye banana powder. And then there's this one on the top left, which is again kind of a vanilla champagne shade, but it has just a little bit of shimmer, just enough where it looks really nice without looking just extremely glittery. On the bottom, we've got these two outer ones, which are more reddish tinted colors. And then the middle one, my favorite, which is a true contour grayish toned color. If you have fair skin like I do, you will love this, especially this shade here. It is an exact dupe for the Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder in Medium, in my opinion. It wears the exact same, they are the same tone, and this is so much cheaper. I mean, the Kevyn Aucoin one's like, I think over $40 just for that one powder. This you can get for $30 for all of these. So I really, really like this shade. I used it today to contour, and I just think it is just the right amount of everything. The yellow one, like I said, I like to use in my under eye. The outer ones are great highlights. The shimmery one I used today on my cheekbones, and I feel that it really does do a nice job of just making you look a little more lifelike, but you can wear it every day. You don't have to worry about looking like you're trying to be, someone you're not, if you know what I mean. If you're a little bit older and you're concerned about wearing highlight because of the glitter, this is a great option because it has just a little bit, but not enough that's really that noticeable. It just makes you look more alive. These outer two ones, if you're as fair as I am, this is a reddish tone, which really does not work for me as a contour. It does work, however, for bronzing up maybe just like a little bit near the hairline to make it look a little more sun-kissed. Which I find that those work great for that, but I can't use them as a contour, but I'm okay using those as a bronzer. The pigmentation of these, I would say, is medium, but for something like this, that is exactly what you want because you don't want something that's crazy pigmented that the second you swipe it on your cheek once, it's gonna look like boom, like just a splash of brown on your cheeks or whatever. So for me, I would prefer that to be right in the middle where it's not like there's nothing on the swatch, but there's not so much that it's hard to work with. It is just the right amount where you can put some on and you can build as much as you need and it'll always look good. You can't really screw it up, I don't think. So if you're a beginner and you're just getting into this kind of thing, this would be a great option because you can't screw it up. You really can't. It is an amazing, amazing palette. Going through some swatches, here are the bottom three of the contour or bronzer shades. You'll see that the middle one, which is my favorite, is the one that really is not as strong pigmentation wise, which is ideal for contouring because you can build, like I said, as much as you want and it'll continue to build and just look really, really nice. Here's the swatch of the top three shades, the highlight shades. You'll see that they're kind of hard to see on my skin, and if you're as fair as I am, they really are not super duper noticeable at all. Now that can be a great thing because it'll just kind of brighten a little bit without looking crazy, but if you are darker skinned than me, these do show up a lot more on your skin and I think they'd be even more beautiful. So I don't use the highlights all the time, but like I said, I do use that middle one a lot. Now let's talk about the wear time. What I've noticed is that these stay on all day. I never feel like I need to reapply my contour or bronzer or highlight or anything like that, and so I just don't. I feel like this is absolutely comparable to like the staying power of the Hoola bronzer, if you really like that. This stays on just as long. The Chocolate Soleil bronzer, this stays on just as long. Any of those, I really do feel like the wear time is great. I really have not found any issues with that at all. Let's talk about the packaging. It's just kind of a papery cardboard packaging. It is thicker, and I like that it's sleek, so it can fit places. I would say that's great for travel. However, I wouldn't bring a kit this big to travel with. That wouldn't make sense to me. It does have a mirror at the top, and then what is nice about this packaging is that you can remove these pans. There's a little spot for your thumb to fit right in, and you can remove them, and they're magnetic, so you could put it in a Z palette or wherever you would want to keep these. Like I said, I really focus on these middle two. So for me, if I were traveling and I were bringing a Z palette with other things in it, I would just snap those two right out of it and put it in there, which I think that's an awesome option to make it that easy to remove them and put them wherever you'd want to. Like I said, there are a few places that you can buy this. Amazon's got it for $30. You can go to their website, but it's like $60 on there, which I don't think anyone should be spending that much on a contour kit. That's crazy. But the Anastasia one is $40, so if you do go the Amazon route, you're at least saving $10, and I think it's just as good. However, keep your eyes peeled on Groupon and HauteLook because this is on there. I've seen it on there a few times, so just keep your eyes peeled. I'll put the links below just in case they are having the sale when you happen to come across this video. Overall, would I recommend this product? Yes, especially if you're just a makeup junkie and you love this kind of stuff, or you're just getting into contour, or you've just had your eye on a contour kit but you don't want to spend the whole $40. You can save a little bit of money going this route, and it's the exact same. I swear to you, I would not be surprised if these were made like in the same factory. No, they're not. But it really is amazing. I think it is worth the money, especially if you can find it for under $20. It's definitely worth it. If you're someone who's been wanting to try the Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder in medium, that's like this huge product that everyone has been talking about, but it's like $40 for the one powder, I think you should go this route because you get the exact same powder, but you also get a lot more to play with. And like I said, you can just pop it out so you could bring it with you in something else if you didn't want to bring the whole kit. Hopefully this review is helpful. Let me know what other products you would love for me to review, and definitely subscribe if you're interested to see more, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye. I don't know. Let's go through. We've got berry smoothie, juicy papaya, sorbet, candy apple, tutti frutti, lollipop, and sweet tart. My favorite is peach parfait, and I don't even have it because I've used it up and I never repurchased it. But I think I've decided I just don't like the formula. These feel so messy and slidey, and they like slide all over your lips, outside of your lip line, and these aren't the kind of product I want to use a lip liner with because that kind of defeats the whole idea of a lip butter, in my opinion. So the only one I'm thinking about